Sean Kingston was arrested in San Bernardino County just hours after his mother was arrested during a SWAT raid of their Florida home.
At a young age, I've started off so high, with a platinum-selling album, being nominated for a Grammy, that I wanted my fans to see me back in the light, that it was kind of how I wanted it to be. What makes me different from a lot of artists is that I can do pop melodies, I could do rap, I could do, I'm Jamaican, I have that Jamaican flair too, and I feel like a lot of people can't merge the three.
I remember me looking at her face like, you know what, I'm gonna make it. This is my passion, this is my life. It's something I love to do. Like, you feel me? Music is all I know at this point. I'm like, this is what I'm gonna do it.
That money is a masterpiece. The order is one in every 100 years.
Y'all remember Sean Kingston, right? The dude who had us all singing Beautiful Girls back in the day. Well, he's back in the headlines, but not for no music. Nope. Sean and his mama Janie done got themselves into some real hot mess. We talking fraud, theft, and all kinds of shady business. Now, Sean Kingston used to have it all. Fame, money, cars, jewelry, the whole 9 yards. But now he and his mama are being accused of running all types of scams, from stealing jewelry to cars, even swiping people's identities. It's a whole lot to unpack.
Sean Kingston was arrested in San Bernardino County just hours after his mother was arrested during a SWAT raid of their Florida home.
So grab your tea, sit tight, and let me tell y'all how Sean Kingston went from the top of the charts to fighting for his freedom in court. This drama is wilder than a soap opera. All right, let's talk about Sean Kingston, y'all. Born Casey and Paul Anderson in Miami back in February 3rd, 1990, this boy didn't have no easy life. His mama, Janie Turner, was always in some legal mess. And by the time Sean was just 15, both his mama and sister were sitting in prison. Can you imagine that? But instead of letting all that drama break him, Sean used it to push harder for his music dreams. Sean started hustling on MySpace. Yes, MySpace. He was hitting up anybody who would listen, especially producer J.R. Rotem. And let me tell you, this boy was persistent. He stayed up in J.R.'s inbox until the man finally paid attention. That's how Sean got his foot in the door. In 2007, boom, he signed with Beluga Heights, dropped Beautiful Girls, and that track blew up like crazy. Everybody and their mama was singing that song. It hit #1 on the Billboard Hot 100, and just like that, Sean Kingston was a star. But he didn't stop there. He came with more heat like Fire Burning and Take You There.
That money is a masterpiece. The order is one in every 100 years.
Oh, and don't forget that bop Eeny Meeny with Justin Bieber. Sean was killing it back then, putting his stamp all over the music game. Now, once he got famous, he was living large. He had all the luxury cars, the iced out jewelry. Sean was out here stunting for real. And let's not even talk about his rumored fling with Serena Williams. Yep, the tennis queen herself. Sean was living the dream, but as we know, the higher you go, the harder you can fall. And things were about to get real messy for him. All right, let's get into the mess. The first big sign that Sean Kingston's life was spiraling out of control came in 2011. This man had a jet ski accident that almost took him out. He crashed straight into a bridge while riding with a lady friend. And it was bad. He needed multiple surgeries and spent 11 days in the hospital fighting for his life.
At a young age, I've started off so high, with a platinum-selling album, being nominated for a Grammy, that I wanted my fans to see me back in the light, that it was kind of how I wanted it to be.
That whole situation changed him. He wasn't dropping hits like before, and the music took a back seat while he tried to recover and get his head right. But then came the money problems, honey. By 2012, Sean's pockets weren't looking as fat as they used to. He filed for bankruptcy, claiming he owed millions, yes, millions, to creditors. And the craziest part? He said he was only making about $700 a month in royalties. I don't know how that's even possible for somebody who had hit songs all over the radio, but the struggle was real. And then came the repo men. His Bentley? Snatched. His Lamborghini? Gone too. Folks started talking, saying Sean was broke and couldn't keep up with his flashy lifestyle. The rumors got louder when he started getting sued left and right over his jewelry drama. Sean was out here ordering custom bling from jewelers like Avi the Jeweler and Aqua Masters, but the problem was he wasn't paying for it. He owed hundreds of thousands on these pieces, and the jewelers were not having it. Lawsuits started flying, and Sean was knee-deep in legal battles over diamonds and watches. Boy, this was just the beginning of his financial mess. Now, if you thought the jewelry drama was bad, wait till you hear about the real tea with Sean Kingston and his mama, Janie Turner. In 2023, Sean and his 61-year-old mother found themselves in some serious hot water. And I'm talking organized fraud, grand theft, and even identity theft. Yup, these two were out here allegedly scamming folks and companies left and right, racking up charges like they was going shopping for trouble. First up, the jewelry scam. Sean and Janie reportedly conned a jeweler out of a cool $500,000 worth of bling. They made all these promises to pay, but surprise, surprise, they never did. Meanwhile, Sean's out here on social media flexing like he's got it like that, flashing the very same jewels they never even paid for. Man, it's one thing to look good in your pics, but when you're out here scamming to make it happen, that's a whole new level of messy. But, oh, it doesn't stop there. Next on the list, the car scam. Sean and his mama managed to get their hands on an Escalade, but they had no legal right to sell it. Even though the car was registered in Janie's name, they couldn't keep up with the payments, and the poor dealer was stuck holding the bag. Like, how are you gonna scam folks out of a luxury car and leave them to deal with the payments? It's giving very much family hustle, but in all the wrong ways. And if that ain't enough drama for you, they also allegedly pulled a fast one on Bank of America, swiping a clean $200,000. And let's not forget the custom bed maker. They scammed out of $86,000. Now, you know it's bad when you're even out here getting beds on a scam. But here's the kicker. This ain't Janie's first rodeo. Back in 2006, Mama pleaded guilty to bank fraud after swindling $160,000 and even did time behind bars for it. So, it seems like Sean's legal problems might just be a family tradition. Talk about a mother-son duo on the wrong side of the law. With all these lawsuits and charges piling up, it's looking like the Kingstons might need to focus less on bling and more on staying out of jail. Now, let me tell you, Sean Kingston's drama didn't stop with jewelry and fraud. Nope, this man just kept finding himself in all kinds of messy situations. In 2015, things got real weird when Sean claimed he was kidnapped by some jewelers over an unpaid jewelry bill. Yep, he said they snatched him up and tried to hold him for ransom because he owed them money. But here's the gag. The police weren't buying it. They looked into it and decided it was just a business disagreement, not a full-on kidnapping. But you know folks were already side-eyeing Sean over his money troubles, so this only made things look even worse for him. Then, in 2017, Sean found himself in even more hot water when he got into a brawl with Migos in Las Vegas. And you know when the Migos are involved, things can go left real quick. Word on the street is that the beef started over some drama involving Soulja Boy. Instead of talking things out like grown men, it ended with Sean getting jumped. Like, bruh, not you out here getting caught up in mess with Migos of all people. Let's just say that was not a good look. And just when you thought it couldn't get crazier, Sean got robbed at a club in LA. Yes, someone straight up snatched his $300,000 chain and hit him upside the head with a bottle.
What makes me different from a lot of artists is that I can do pop melodies, I could do rap, I could do, I'm Jamaican, I have that Jamaican flair too. And I feel like a lot of people can't merge the three.
Of course, Sean wasn't having it. So he tried to sue the club, claiming they were in on the whole thing. But the case? It didn't go his way. Seems like Sean's bad luck just kept following him. And no matter what he tried to do, the scandals piled up higher than the bling he was flashing. Now, let me break it down for you. Sean Kingston's fall from grace has been real dramatic. We're talking about a dude who went from being a teenage superstar with a #1 hit, one hit like Beautiful Girls, to becoming a regular in the headlines for all the wrong reasons. He was living that Hollywood dream, but it didn't take long before all that fame and fortune turned into financial chaos and endless legal battles. This man had all the potential to stay on top, but poor decisions and fraud allegations have taken over the spotlight. And let's not forget about his net worth.
I remember me looking at her face like, you know what, I'm gonna make it. This is my passion, this is my life. It's something I love to do. Like, you feel me? Music is all I know at this point. I'm like, I'm gonna do it.
Back in his prime, Sean was sitting pretty with an estimated $7 million. But now, it's been cut down to around $500,000. All that money went up in smoke because of his overspending on luxury goods and those unpaid debts, from fancy jewelry to luxury cars that ended up getting repossessed. Bro really spent his bag like it was endless, and now he's paying the price. But we can't talk about Sean's downfall without mentioning his mother, Janie Turner. She's been right there, wrapped up in the legal mess, alongside her son. The two of them, working together in these fraudulent schemes, have created a family legacy of deceit and scandal. Whether it's scamming jewelers or pulling tricks with cars and banks, it's clear that Janie's influence has been a key part of Sean's financial troubles. Instead of rising above, they got caught up in long-term fraudulent activities that are now catching up with them, big time. Sean Kingston's career crumbled, not because of a lack of talent, but because of bad choices, poor management, and some shady dealings with his own family. He's now facing multiple fraud and theft charges, and the heat is on. Meanwhile, his mama, Janie Turner, is out on bail. But that doesn't mean it's over. Both of them still gotta face a judge, and trust me, the road ahead is looking real bumpy for this duo. As for Sean's future, it's looking a little shaky. His reputation is tarnished. And let's be real, his music career has been stuck for a minute. Can he bounce back? Who knows? But right now it feels like this might be the final chapter for Kingston's once promising career. But you know what? Some fans are still holding on to hope that Sean can turn things around. But before he can even think about making a comeback, he's got a whole lot of legal mess to clean up first. Now don't forget to hit that sub button. We'll see you in the next one.
That money is a masterpiece. The order is 1 in every 100 years. But ain't no doubt I'm taking